Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. There's a Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. And we have a special one, people, as we are on this international break and we literally have nothing to do. So we're going to be talking about how my team has really been doing the beginning of the season, until the first 10 games which has been played, and how impressed we have been with Arne Slot. How far can the team actually go and what exactly will happen? So in this video, of course, we're going to talk about Liverpool being on top of literally everything that they're competing in terms of the ones that have a league stand, by the way. We also talk about, the David Coote versus Liverpool situation. We talk about what Nottingham Forest actually did to Slot, because I'm telling you, the guy seems like he's stuck on loop over that game. We're going to talk about it in this video. Then we also have all the other things that we're going to be covering in this video. Do me a favor before we go in, click that like button, subscribe to the content. The best way you support us here, because we do have a lot of things that we need to cover, people, and you guys, your attention is really, really needed. Don't forget to share this video with others. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. So the most important thing is this: we're on top of the league. It feels good, and so many people are talking about how lonely it is at the top. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not gonna jump into conclusion. I'm not gonna be saying some crazy things. I'm gonna give it time, because one thing that people have to understand, we have been in this situation so many times that I ever want to count, and most of the times have led us crying rather than smiling. I know 2020 we did smile, but the problem, it was lockdown. We were never given even a parade. I'm talking about a parade while I'm in Africa. But one thing you have to understand is that it somehow people call the title that we lost. We won a COVID Cup. That's what they call it, a COVID Cup, and I'm not really happy about that. I really want to see my team actually do something special. I really want to see my team actually win something, and I want to smile about it, talk about it. So I'm hoping that this is the time we are actually going to do it. I'm really hoping that this is the time where Liverpool are actually going to step up and actually do something amazing. But this is the problem. It's Arne Slot's first season. So many people are not seeing this coming. So many people don't even want to think or even the vision of Liverpool winning the title with the manager, especially a team that has been in the 5-year making of this title. They've been 5 years building a team which deserve to compete with the City and actually win the league in Arsenal. But I'll talk about them on their video, because I have some interesting points. You should really check it out. I'll do that over the international break. We literally have nothing to do. But let's talk about my team. It's really important that we focus on Liverpool, because we are the ones who are winning. So 9 points away from the team that people expect to be the team competing with Manchester City. We are 5 points on top of the league, away from Manchester City, and we still have so much to actually do. By the way, I've been told that the civil war happening to Man City. We'll talk about that on as well. Don't worry, we're going to be covering this video. We're going to be talking about these teams. So if you remember so well, in the beginning of the season, I made a video. It's there on the connect. Let me see if I can get to it. I made a video talking about the things that Liverpool needs to do for them to compete for this league, and to consider that the league a success, to consider whatever that they'll achieve a success. And in that video, if I remember so well, I talked about so much of the things that were lacking, because it was Arne Slot's first season. What I'm expecting him to do, what I'm expecting to see from him, how he can actually achieve something. I talked about what we want to see from the team, how far they can go, and how much they can produce something. The reason why I did that is because I was looking at the team and I was like, okay, there's a lot of things that can happen, and I don't want to get over the boat. And I was like, finishing number 3 like Klopp did, it's okay. Finishing at a place where we can start building from, it's okay, because that gives us direction over exactly where we are going as a team. But yet we have somehow managed to outdone ourselves. We've literally overdone what we were expecting to see from the team, and we look so scared. We look like we are ready to go further than where people were expecting Liverpool to be. We have a lot of things that we need to cover. We have a lot of things that we are doing that some people did not even envision them happening to Liverpool. For example, we are the only team who have only been scored goals, that 6 goals in the Premier League. And there's about 11 games played, and no, 10 games. I think, is it 10 or 11? I'm not really sure. 10 or 11. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I think it's 11 games. Yeah, I've just confirmed that. After 11 games, we're the only team that has only conceded 6 goals, and that is not just by mistake. It's because of how good we have been playing defensively. It's about how good we have been our midfield, how functional this midfield has been to help out the team, and how much we have been taking advantages of the chances that we're creating going forward. And I think it has been working really, really well for us going forward. But of course, this can also change. This can also be different. But we are building something so special. And I cannot wait to see how far we go as a team. I cannot wait to see what exactly we can achieve as a team. But one thing I can tell you, this Liverpool team just seems like they have things figured out. And one thing that we need really to give some amazing credit to Slot is somehow whatever challenge that any team or any opponent prepare for us, we seem like we always find a way every second half. Whatever that they put, however the tactics that they used, we find a way out of all the pressure that we receive. And that tells me that this is a team that is just not just playing because we are telling teams that let's see what they can do to us. We're a strong team. But one thing that Liverpool are doing, and I think that's really, really important, we know what we can offer the team. We know how we can adjust to any team that we play with. How good is this team with the ball? Can they play when they have the ball in their hands? How good is this team? Can we just overcome and press them and win them? And of course, at some point, the infield has helped, crowd, and everything that has happened has really helped. But one thing that people have to understand is this: so many people are saying that we are really sometimes struggling in the games and we can lose. I've been reading these things, people. But if you look at how we've been playing, it feels like game by game we're improving, because so many people somehow forget that this is a guy who has taken over this team during the preseason. And on the preseason, he did not even have the full team because most of them were in the European tournament. So he's literally waking himself to get this team, understand his philosophy, what he wants from them, and trying to get them to get to that point. And it's amazing that, of course, mistakes are going to be made. Somehow, I actually feel like of all the 6 goals we have considered this season, are all self-inflicted. We have been the reasons why we have considered the goals we have considered. It's not like we have not been doing so well. It's not like we cannot stop teams from hurting us. We are good. We are defending so well. We are stopping teams from doing anything. We are attacking as a team. And the build-up, by the way, the build-up has really been amazing. How Liverpool is able to find ways to do this 1-2 passes from the ground, using Gravenberch as the mind of the whole entire field, the guy who connects all the dots. It's out of this world. By the way, let's talk about Gravenberch. This guy, we did not know anything about him. Literally, we did not know anything about him. I remember at some point we talked about, can he really achieve anything in this Liverpool team? Can he really be something? Yet Slot has come in and really ripped that script out of our head, and he has become, if not the most important player in this Liverpool squad. Without Gravenberch, Liverpool does not function. Without Gravenberch, this Liverpool team he is the connector. And of course, you can see the reason why he is the most important player, because we have moved away from looking for that certain kind of a destroyer, the guy who destroys any points attack and win the ball and try to do that. We now have what we call a controller, a Rodri type of a player who knows how to move around, to maneuver the balls to all the players around them to pass. They do the goal passes, moving the ball so well, and it's amazing. And it's all thanks to Slot. Somehow this guy knows how to understand. I was listening to Andy Robertson talking a few minutes ago, and one thing that he was saying is this: These guys are so organized in terms of what they want to do, and the manager is working on to make this team do exactly what he wants them to do. I've also watched some of the, some training grounds videos, and you could see that every single 5-a-side that they play, Gravenberch is always in the middle. Every time he receives the ball, sets it to another player. Slot wants him to be comfortable in the movement of the ball. He has to understand how the ball moves when it comes to him. He doesn't have to lose it, but also he has to make the ball progress forward. He is one of the best progressive passers we have in the team. The way he's able to move forward, to go with the forward passes, helping the team as well as moving with the ball. Somehow this guy is so slippery. It's difficult for the players to take the ball away from this. And I'm saying this because I never expected this from Gravenberch, but I am seeing it. He is amazing, and him playing at that number 6 role, being our DM, being our controller, it's going to help us do so much this season. It will help us to achieve so much, and it's amazing to see how far we will go as a team because of what he's doing. The other guy who has really surprised me the most, and I'm really excited to see how far he can go, is Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, of course, he's always been exciting news, those silky touch, movement, running with the ball. But one thing that we have always complained about Luis Diaz is how wasteful he is. Whenever there's a chance to score a goal, he's so wasteful. We've always been complaining about this, and yet somehow we are now seeing him becoming the it guy, the guy who whenever he, if it's not Salah with the ball on the feet, if it's not Diogo Jota on the ball on the feet with the chance to score, you'd want Luis Diaz. And not only Luis Diaz, you also want Cody Gakpo. Because those guys from the left side, they've just become, the best we have right now on the team. And I love the fact that the manager is rotating them, because that tells me that whether you like it or not, you have to trust the both of them, because every single time they step on the pitch, they are delivering. Every single time they're on the pitch, they will give something. They will leave. That's where they'll score. Luis Diaz just scored his first hat trick for Liverpool. He just scored his first hat trick, and he was playing as a number 9. That tells you how much this manager is working on creating a monster of a team. And I cannot wait to see what happens. One thing that I really have to give some amazing applause to him, and I understand that it's a bit difficult. We did see it, especially in the first game when we were playing against Ipswich Town, because most of these teams, we don't have so much content in terms of videos of what they do. The teams, we only are able to get this information after watching them playing in the Premier League. And somehow he only needed the 45 minutes that they dominated in that game to be able to create a plan which was executed properly at their own home ground with their fans all over them, and we were able to win the game. That tells you how important he is. He's one good motivator, somebody who can give so much belief and comfort and motivation to the team to believe in themselves to go perform. And that's what Arne Slot does. And it's not only on that game as well. We have seen it as well against Chelsea. We did see it as well against Brighton when we were losing. We did see it as well against which other team? So many teams. The only team we did not see that from Arne Slot's team actually winning a game was against Nottingham Forest. Hence, what Nottingham Forest did to Arne Slot. So let's talk about this game, people. So in this game, of course, we were playing at Anfield. These guys were defensively alert. They stopped everything we tried to create it. We gave it our all. We fought with everything, but yet we just could not score. And they had a plan. I remember they brought in Elanga and Hodoi a bit later in the game, and they scored a goal and they shut up shop. The whole entire game we tried, and so many people talked about that we could have played for the next 50 minutes after the game and we were not going to score a goal, and that's how the game felt like. And he's talked about this game, and I'm telling you, we played the Nottingham Forest. I think it was game week what? Was it game week 3 or game week 3 or 4 or 5? And up to now, game week 11, we're still talking about this. And you have to understand, Premier League, it's about weeks. After I don't know, about 5 or 6 weeks, he still talks about it Each and every press conference, he has it. It's like it's stuck in his head. It's like Arne Slot is stuck on loop. We shouldn't have lost the Nottingham Forest game, and he is still complaining about it. And that tells you that's a sign of a winner. That's a guy who is a perfectionist. He wants his team to perform. He wants his team to be so perfect that we never slow down. And the fact that every single time, I'm sure in the speeches, these Liverpool fans are the players are reminded every goddamn day that you lost the game. That tells you commitment. That tells you how he is working on creating something special. These are good players. This guy has been competing with the likes of Ajax and so many teams, with a team with a low income of what to able with not even the best experience he could get, yet he was able to do so. Now he has a team that gives a sign of experiment, and he's been allowed to maneuver, to play around with their skills, whatever they can do to perform, and they are doing so. And I'm telling you, until I don't know, until there's another loss, but he is still gonna keep talking about this Nottingham Forest loss. And I'm telling you, we drew against Arsenal, but the Nottingham Forest game is stuck in Arne Slot's head. So let's go back to the players, because I was talking to the players. Some of the players that we also have to talk about is Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is playing on the double pivot with Gravenberch sometimes whenever McAllister is not in the team, or maybe playing at that number 10 pivot role whenever Dominic Szoboszlai is not there. And he's really been helpful and important to each and every role he has been put on, which just gets me to wonder how good will Harvey Elliott look under Arne Slot's system in that number 10, being the creator, being the facilitator. I'm telling you, I have a feeling that if Harvey gets that opportunity, Harvey, he's not letting that position go. I'm telling you, and that's what I believe, because I know, I look at this team and I see what they are doing right now. They're doing that. They've all done more than what we expected they could have done, and they keep going forward. They keep performing so well, and yet, yeah, that's where we are. And I cannot wait to see where we go and how much we are able to do, how influential we'll be as a team. So much. But give so much praise to Curtis Jones. He is showing us how good he is. He's showing us how much of an amazing player he is and what he can do. And I cannot wait to see where we go with him. Darwin Nunes, of course, he comes in sometimes, but every single time he comes in, he is working. Either he's defending, trying to help the team to build, or he is scoring goals, even though they don't come so many times. He's always effective whenever he's in the team. And that's really important. That tells you each and every ground which has been covered by this man. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the other side, the guy that people said he cannot defend. So many people can see right now that he is the best at so many things, tackling, stopping teams, and what he is playing so well alongside that Konate, with Konate on the side, and as well with still creating something going forward, either the passes from those deep line to build up a attack, or doing something. That tells you how much this guy is working. The philosophy of this manager has been embedded to this team, and I'm not telling you, I'm not saying that they're 100% perfect, they're now their best, but you can see that there is direction over what he's working on. And the fact that we are doing this and we're performing like this, and we haven't even signed anyone yet, we haven't really signed anyone yet that people can actually come out and say this, that tells you that we have something special with this manager. That tells you that we have something amazing that we're building up to, that we can achieve so much with, and we can go far with this manager. And it's really exciting to be a Liverpool fan right now. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think Liverpool can do? How far we can go from this? Because the last, of course, point is to talk about the main man, Mohamed Salah. This guy just refused to quit. So many people don't want to include him in this conversation, but he is the eighth guy, I'm telling you. This guy is now in the top 10 of the Premier League top goal scorers. He has already passed the first two. He's passed the Robbie Fowler, so now he's actually Liverpool's best goal scorer in a while, and he keeps going forward. This guy, I've never seen a consistent forward in the team like this guy. He always scores 20 and above 20 in the Premier League for 7 seasons in a row. Say whatever you can say, but this is the guy who I think we have to say is the best player we have had in a long time, especially in this Premier League era. Mo Salah is the best guy. But the problem, the reason why I had to put him back at the last, him and the other ones that I'm going to talk about, Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, the contract talks. What's happening? What's happening? That's the question. What is delaying? I don't know the negotiations. I heard that Trent Alexander-Arnold's agent is asking for so much, and Liverpool are really, really looking into it, and it seems like it is stalling, and Real Madrid wants him and stuff like that. I don't know whatever that is going to happen, but we have Mohamed Salah playing out of his skin at the moment. Virgil van Dijk looking like the best. We've even outplaying his best performance we have seen from him. And we also have Trent Alexander-Arnold. Virgil is 33, Mohamed is 31, Trent Alexander-Arnold is 25, turning 26, or maybe next year, I'm not sure. These are some of the best players they've won a lot with Liverpool. And I still wonder that up to now, we're still talking about the contract talk. What is delaying? What is delaying with Liverpool? As a Liverpool fan, I get really, really irritated with so much links of Trent Alexander-Arnold going to Real Madrid and stuff like that. We need clarity. We need to know where we stand. Is he going? Is he staying? What's happening? We need clarity with whatever that is happening here, because these are some of the most important players with us. And we need to understand how far and what are we going to be preparing for if they are moving on. If they are moving on. And I don't know what's going to happen. I know that Virgil van Dijk is going to sign, because it's been rumored and I've heard he could sign the next 2-year contract. I'm not sure. I've also been told that Mo Salah wants to stay at Liverpool. There is a sign, but he wants Liverpool to really think about the contract that they're offering him. I'm not really sure what is going to happen with that, but that's what I've been told. Trent Alexander-Arnold is on the other side. That's the one who has really been quiet. We don't know what's happening, and it's confusing over how and exactly what is going to be happening when it comes to his contract, because we need clarity, we need direction, we need to understand exactly what the club is trying to achieve for this three. These are the most important players in the squad. Are we moving away from them? Are we starting to build things? Because every single time we have to understand an era comes to an end. Eric Ten Hag's era came to an end just recently. Klopp's era came to an end. Every era comes to an end. Also, players' eras in certain clubs do come to an end. But is it? Because the fact that we know that they are in contract negotiations with these three tells us that they understand the importance of these players. We are not us just mumbling and just saying things, just hoping that they do stay. They also understand as a team that these guys are very important. So are they going to treat them like how important they are? Are they going to understand that their contract are very, very vital to the team and get them to sign, or what? Because we need a direction. We as a team, we need to understand what's happening. We as the supporters, we need to understand what these guys are working on, because at the end of the day, they are our players. We love them and we want them to succeed at this team. And it doesn't matter what's going to happen. There has to be a direction. There has to be a direction. So I don't know what the contract talks, but of course, if I'm to choose who I want to keep in terms of the three contracts, of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold is the youngest of them all, and of course, he's a scout, so we need him. We always keep one of our own, but also on top of that, the way Salah has been playing is worth keeping as well. Allow him to break all those records as well. Virgil van Dijk. So literally, I want them all. I want them all. I want them all. I want these guys to help the future of Liverpool to understand the way we do it. We are always being told how Salah is the role model of this team every single time he's on the pitch. So, well, even in the training ground. So I want him to continue motivating the youngsters, even the ones who are coming, even the guy who's going to come and take over his position. That motivation is really, really important. So we have to see what happens. We have to give it our time and we'll see exactly what will happen, but there should be direction here. There should be direction over what Liverpool do. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, because it's really, really important on this. But you thought I was going? Click that like button, subscribe to the Connect. Let's talk about the popular news that has been trending. David Coote David. Oh, David. So this guy has decided to go popular with the LFC fan base. He has really decided to go popular. He's really decided to make himself the it guy. So this guy decided to do some crazy things on social media. Talked about how Liverpool, talked about how much he hates Liverpool, how he hates the Scousers, how he hates the Germans, how he hates Jurgen Klopp. He literally did it all in one minute something video. This guy has really created an enemy out of the Scouse region. I have no idea what was exactly happening in his mind. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm in Africa. I also understand that we are passionate fans. Even me in us now, I also feel, even me in Africa, I also feel like a Scouse. We are passionate fans. We love our players, we love our football, we love our legends, we love our managers, and you cannot disrespect one of our own. When we say sing you never walk alone, we mean it. And this guy thought that maybe making a video maybe 4 years ago was something that was just gonna go away. It came out. And there are so many decisions he has got done wrong against us, and we have been asking. The major one was Virgil van Dijk's leg being broken in front of everyone, and yet there was no any sign of looking for a potential red card. What was he thinking? I know you don't like people. I know I don't even like so many people that I meet, but I'm never gonna go out on a camera and say that I hate them. That's stupid. That's really, really stupid. What do I think will happen? I actually feel sorry for him. I wish he maybe could find a way to still continue being a ref in the Premier League, but I don't see it. Because he has now showed his xenophobic by literally insulting an entire country. You literally insulted an entire country of life on a video, and you are a person who's sitting on those high places. You are an official. What is that? And I'm really curious, really. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of the decision, but the silence of Klopp is really, really interesting because I know for a fact that Jurgen Klopp has heard about this situation. I thought maybe our manager was going to come out and say something, but yet he's so quiet. He is so quiet. Why is Klopp so quiet, people? I have to wonder, why is Klopp so quiet? Why is he quiet? I need to know that. Can somebody let me know in the comment section? Why is Jurgen Klopp quiet? Because this guy literally came in and insulted you. Say something. You never know. Whatever the words you say might help this guy, because I know Klopp is not the kind of a manager who wants to see somebody's life destroyed. Even though this guy destroyed so much of our whatever we worked on. We lost leagues because of this guy. We lost the league we should have won because of this guy. He has already done us dirty. But yet the manager's quiet. Jurgen Klopp is so quiet. I'm curious to see what he's gonna say whenever he's asked of this. I'm sure maybe not now, maybe after 2 months or 3 months, he will say something about it. I'm sure the media personnel will do whatever they can to try and get there. So many people have their own thoughts. They have whatever they think, but to be honest, let's just move on. We're in a new era, but one thing that we cannot move on from, this guy insulted our manager and he insulted an entire country. And that he has to make a public apology. And if I were him, if I'm somebody who's close to advice to him, I'll tell him, don't go to Germany. Don't go to Liverpool, because you have burned all your bridges, man. Them people we never forget. Don't go there. Don't go there. Stay away from there. But yet, he made the decisions, people, and he made his bed. He must lie on it. He must lie on it. That's the only thing I can say about this guy. Because whatever that I'm going to say, it's just me wasting my breath on him. We know how much he robbed us. We understand what he did to us. We know so much of what this guy did to us, but it doesn't matter. I think this referee is a fool. Who are the people close to him? Why would he allow people to record him like this? He is a fool for that. So I don't know whatever that is going to happen. We will see what happens on that decision. But one thing I can tell him, my advice to him is that just no, don't go to Liverpool again, because how do you say we hate Scousers? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why? You are not saying you hate a person. You are literally saying you hate an entire group of people. That's an insult. I feel sorry for you, man. I feel sorry for you because you are stupid. You are literally stupid. Both with that guy, and I did discover that the guy he was with is a cricket player or something like that. He has been suspended as well. That's just crazy. We'll see whatever that happens with him, but they're stupid. So I want to know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What did you think of all the things that we covered in this video? We talked about how Arne Slot's red machine has been active. It's really been active, and I've really been enjoying watching them. And we talked about how some certain individuals deserve to be given some serious respects, especially also the goalkeeper did not include him. Kevin Qualela does deserve to be given so much respect. And we talked about some of the most important, the brain of the team, Ryan Gravenberch, how much there will be. And we also talked about what the Nottingham Forest game did to Arne Slot and Liverpool, and Arne Slot especially in particular, because he's not letting that game go. Talk about how an amazing season we've had in terms of we are still top of the league, top of the Champions League. We are still in all the competitions we have participated in. Scored 1 goal in the Champions League, only scored 1 goal in the 6 goals in the Premier League. The consistency, the way the defense is working alongside with the midfield, helping out the strike force, it's amazing. It's unique. 50 GA, by the way, to those people who don't know, 50 GA that the strike force of Liverpool already has. Mohamed Salah, 10 goals, 10 assists already in the Premier League. Already in the Premier League. When we add the Champions League and the rest, they go higher. But that's amazing. And we are only talking about 11 games. 11 games played. There's something special that is going to happen this season. I know people are going to talk about that. Maybe we should not be talking, but I'm not saying that we're going to win the title, but I'm saying we are title favorites. We are title favorites. We look like we are there for it. The other teams are not performing so well. We are just there for it. We are fighting for it. We are doing as much as we can, and it's amazing. They cannot wait to see how far we go as a team. So as well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section wherever you're watching us from. This is my analysis of everything that Liverpool has been doing since, Arne Slot took in charge. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about what I've said? Do you agree with me? What do you think of this referee who just messed up his life? And where exactly do you see Liverpool going forward? And this is exactly what I've learned over the past 11 weeks. We've been playing so amazing football and exciting football. I'm out. Like that video, subscribe to the Connect. I'll see you on another one. Thank you very much for watching. It's been the Football Connect, and it's been Sam. I'm out. Peace.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan